Good everyone, organized video. Today we have a Talisman Series flyout in the Ki-61-Ko. I've been delaying this talisman for a bit too long, so I want to get it out as soon as I can because at the end of the day, we've been stuck in Japan for quite a while now, and I want to move on to China because China has a huge amount of talismans. Because Gaijin just keeps giving me talismans in China, so it's really beneficial when I need to when I actually need to do that part of the series. So the Ki-61-Ko, I haven't flown this model in quite some time. The last time I did, I think, was for a sub request. It was either that or when the D4Y1 came out, and I used this thing with its talisman to obviously grind that out because it was the only real rank 2 vehicle I had at that time that could do that. Because obviously at that time I did not have Japset, I did not have Samurai, and I did not have Putin Scoot either. So the Ki-61-Ko is a very well respected aircraft. Its Allied reporting name for anyone who's curious was Tony. And when I actually first saw this aircraft for the first time, I immediately thought, hang on a minute, have they just nicked the 202? Because I knew about the MC-202, but I didn't know about this when I first came into War Thunder. And I was like, hang on a minute, they just nicked the 202 and copied it. And I mean, just look at it. Compare it to a 202. If I just get a, I'll just get the German 202 up. It's just easier. But if you compare the two aircraft, if I just find my 202, they moved it to rank 1. I think they have. But if you just look at them, when I can actually find my 202, they do look relatively similar. I mean, the Ki-61 has a slightly more forward cockpit, but other than that, they're relatively similar if you look at them properly. Now, I'm not sure if they had the same design as each other, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I don't really know an awful lot about the Ki-61s. I only know about their models and the capability of what they could do. I don't know much about their history. But the only thing I do know is that the engine that we have in this, I believe, is a DB601. And that's not a bad engine for 2.7, but obviously at the higher tiers with the Ki-61 Hey and the Tay, that isn't amazing. I've got to say that for certain. But I'm fairly certain this aircraft can work. I mean, we've got 250 cals and 277s, and then obviously in the Otsu we have quads, or quad 12.7. And anyone who cares to take a look, was there ever a Ki-61 with quad 7.7? That would be interesting to see. But also we have the D4Y2, the Judy, later down the line, once we get past the Ki-61-Ko. Now, it's probably going to be very hard because obviously we've got Sweden and we know what they can do. But we can turn with them to a decent extent, and well, if we get the 12.7s on target, we can take them out, but it's going to take a lot of pressure to do so. But we've got a decent climb, we've got a decent bird, and I think we can pull it off. So let's get into it, shall we? But not only will you be seeing the Japanese Ki-61, you'll be seeing the Chinese Ki-61, because I have the Chinese Ki-61 with a talisman, because Gaijin keeps giving me talismans in China for some reason. I have an awful lot of talismans in China, which I don't mind that, because it extends the series a little bit, but even so. Well, we might get into a game early, so I'm not going to say I'll see you all in the first game, because we know what's going to happen, because... Well, in fact, fuck it, I'm going to say it. I'll see you all in the first game. And in typical fashion, 5 seconds later after I say it, obviously I cut that bit out. If we go into our first game, I swear I love it when they do that. Alright, I'm going to run a tart convergence, because, well, the 12.7s hit good, but the 7.7s are debatable, and obviously the wing mount, not nose mounted. We have the 50 cals in the nose. But at this BR, I'll take it. Okay, Sweden, France, US and Britain. Okay, looks like we've got a down tier. Hang on a minute, the answer is 42. I swear that's a reference to something. I can't remember what it is. If anyone remembers, please do put in the comments, because I don't remember that. Oh, we might have a team killer. Straight off the bat. Or he just... No, he just can't fly. He just can't fly. I need to go back in the replay and get myself a screenshot of this. This looks gorgeous. This, like, I've always loved the sunset maps because, like, it just looks amazing when it comes to actual look. What are you doing? I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. There's a reference for you to think about. Anyone gets it, put in the comments so you know the drill by now. I'm going to turn slightly to the right at 20 degrees just to make sure he doesn't follow us. Because I don't trust him at the moment. Still, with a down tier, this is going to be pretty good for us. I'm kind of glad we got a down tier, because if we got an up tier to 3-0, we'd be fighting even worse Sweden. Now, we can still see the J-22B and the B-18A, but I'm not hugely concerned about the B-18A because I can catch that. And I can just snipe the gunners because they have next to no armor. And then, obviously, the J-22 I can outturn and outmaneuver, so it's fine. So this thing feels nice, as usual. I've always respected the Ki-61. Not a lot of players do now. Like, the later ones I can understand, but the early ones are great. But even so. Bombers are calling out their targets to communicate. Good. You don't get a lot of communication in low tier, so it's quite rare. Not a bad team composition. We've got a Ki-43, well, 2 Ki-43s taken off from the runway. 202, E3, F1, a couple of 111s, or 3 111s. A BR-20 and 2 HE-100s. That's not bad team composition, well, composition, I should say. And then obviously we have us in the Ki-61, which I will take that matchmaker in a Ki-61, that's for definite. Yeah, I swear that answer is 42 as a reference. I'm going to look it up on my phone, but in fact, no, that will ruin the surprise, because that's kind of ruining it. I think it's a reference to something, but I just can't think today. Okay, we've got a Hurricane going for the 111, that's fine, I'm not bothered about him. SB2U3, okay. J22, that's important. Is that another Hurricane down there? No, it's a Tiffy, okay. Tiffy over there. J20, that's the Swedish RA2000, not worried about that. Anything else? Or is that it? I know there was a bomber on the far left going towards our base. Spitfire, okay, that's going to be quite important. Still, we have the high ground. The Ki-61's climb rate is very good for this tier, so I'm not too concerned about that. Is he damaged, or is he... No, he's stalled out, but I want to deal with that Spitfire. And we've got the J20 to worry about too. I'm not hugely concerned about the J20, but if I can get rid of it, I will. Right, Spitfire's target fixated, so I'll take the J20. Yeah, poor old Harry, he doesn't get talismans like this, he gets fucking boomers all the time. I think his most recent boomer was the SM79 or something. Don't think we're going to be able to pull for him here. Nope, not enough pull, but that's fine. We'll just go back up. We have energy, he doesn't, so it's fine. He's just going to keep pulling up in the vertical and it's just going to drain his speed. I can do this a lot longer than you can, buddy. Now, in a turning fight, he will actually win. And that's why I'm not turn fighting him. I know he'll win it. Fire a brief burst to get rid of him. Hurricane over there, where's that Spit gone? He's over there, okay. I'll go for the Hurricane then. I don't blame him for running off from a Tony, I would. Because, well, I'm superior in pretty much every way other than turn. Like, he will beat me in a turn. Oh, come on, dude. Hurricane Mark 4 at this altitude, you're coughing and wheezing. Stop jinking. That's it, good hit. It's got a cooling system. It's alright, Shoji. You're not going to get sick, I promise you. That's a good hit on that Hurricane. That's going to I mean, that thing's got more armor than the standard Hurricane, so it's going to be tougher to take down. But that little Japanese pew-pews should be able to deal with it, if I aim properly. And there we go. Looks like we've got a pilot. First kill. Okay, how's the team doing? Not too bad. Where's that Spit? Spit's over there. He's chasing the bombers. I'll let the teammates deal with him, and I'll go for these guys over here. Okay, J-22A. Good, we know the model. Not a bad aircraft, that ain't. I really do like the J-22A. Not a lot of people do. Because they just jump straight to the B, because it can do more ones. Okay, you're coming to back me up. I'm going to go for the J-22. Oh, they're all crashing. Okay, that makes my job a little easier. Flak's opening up, but that is friendly flak, so I don't have to be too concerned, but I was hit by friendly flak in my skyrocket the other day, so... Okay. If you want to hug the ground, you're more than welcome to do that, buddy. I'm not going to moan. Because, well, I scored hits and I got the kill, so I'm not bothered. There's that Hurricane, we'll go for him next. Now, the HE-100 is faster than us, but I'd argue this thing turns better, although we're a bit larger than him in terms of size. But the Hurricane will easily outturn us, so we're not going to dogfight him. Just going to do the classic boom and zoom. Well, in this case, boom and run. He's leaking a bit of oil. Shit, Spitfire. Okay, the Hurricane's going to have to wait. Good hits on the cooling system. Again, the Spitfire will beat us in the turn, so I'm not concerned about the Spitfire. Well, sorry, not the Spitfire, the Hurricane. The Hurricane can wait. The Spitfire needs to go. Hurricane's come back round. We have to dodge the 40 mils. Good hits, that's the coolant. Excellent. Okay, Spitfire's making a mistake. He's gotten too low on speed. We're still fine in terms of speed. More hits. Obviously Japanese pew-pews, and they're not the most effective, but they can work. Hurricane's not getting away, and I'm not letting this Spit get away. You can put your smoke on all you like, buddy. I'm not letting you get away. Someone's coming in to nick it, but to be honest, it's not my kill anyway. If it don't burn, you get a turn. Spitfire's jinking all over the place. He's trying to throw off my aim. Fuselage crit. I'm breaking off. And I'll redive after cutting throttle. If someone wants it, they can have it, because obviously it's not on fire. I had to laugh there. There was a guy in the comment section of the Ki-63 video trying to say, oh, it's not a kill. Well, there's no such thing as a kill steal. I had to laugh. Come on, Spitfire, you're not getting out of this situation, buddy. Tanky little sucker today, aren't you? Okay, cut throttle again. And he went in the ground. Good. How many got left? 4 guys left, including that Hurricane. Ooh, Hawk. I'm gonna go for that. Those 2 guys are killing that Hurricane anyway, so I'm gonna go for this guy. Imagine flying all the way to our airbase just to camp the freaking runway and wait for our bombers to come back. Like, come on. So not doing too bad. 3 kills so far. I mean, that Spitfire took an awful lot of rounds. That's the problem with the 7.7s. The 50s will do the punch, but I prefer to have quad 50s, because at least I know the Japanese 50s are good. The 7.7s are questionable, and given the fact that we have to be convergence reliant, is not helpful in the slightest. Maybe notice how that Hawk has just waited the entire game just to vulture BR-20 bomber. Well, we're going to try and teach him the way of, you shall not disappoint the Emperor, because, well, he's disappointing Pierre at this point, or Charles de Gaulle. And he's disappointing me, because he's making a waste of that Hawk. If it's a Hawk A1, then I'm going to be sad. If it's an A4, I'm going to be even more sad. Okay, the Hurricane's gone down. I know there was a Sunderland earlier that we saw. But we're going to have to deal with this Hawk. Now, again, the Hawk will beat us in the turn for the most part. But look at our energy state. We're doing 360, 370 miles an hour. We are not going to be losing this guy anytime soon. He's leaking a bit of oil, so that's going to benefit us. Because his engine is a ticking time bomb. It's an A1, I'm sad, but not as sad as what it would be if it was an A4. Critical. I'm just going to keep on going, that's all I have to do. And he wants to pull it vertical, that's fine. I've got the energy state, he doesn't. You can see what I mean about the early Ki-61s, they really can dominate if you know what you're doing. Here comes the HE100, but obviously if you don't burn, you get a turn. And there we go. Gun number 4. Let's head back to our runway. We need some ammo. That's how you do it. But yeah, the early Ki-61s I've always loved. Like, I don't get how people can disrespect them because they're good. They're very good in good hands. It's just I'm not as big of a fan as the Ko as I am the Otsu. Problem is with the Otsu is that it can get up to 4.0 games and fight Yak 3, so that's its real only problem. I mean, it can handle a Yak 3, but that's not the point. It gets up tiered more harshly and more often. This doesn't. I find the lack of up tiers in this plane disturbing, and there's another reference for you. I'm bringing out all the references today, aren't I? So like I say, one guy I think is a Sunderland, and then the other one I have no idea about. So we'll go back to base, get some ammo, and I will cut to the next part of action where I actually find one of the boomers, because, well, it's going to take a while. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Well, welcome back. We've managed to locate one of the bombers. The other one's just over there, which you can probably not see, depending on how your video quality is on your device or whatever. That's the Sunderland. And that's a Hampton. Okay, I'll take the Hampton. The Hampton decided to bomb the far right base, so he kind of gave himself away. He's trying to turn away to try and run away now, but again, I know the defensive characteristics of a Hampton, and they're pretty dang good. Gotta say that. If we get this guy, we get the ace, so that gives you an idea. Okay, he's spraying and praying, which he's on a console, so he's probably not exactly the most experienced, which I can understand that, so I'm not going to give the guy credit. He might as well give it a shot. Like, I'm not going to diss the guy, I should say. I certainly would have taken shots at that range if I was a newer player. Obviously, I actually know what I'm doing. Ah, he's trying to jingle bomb me, you little shit. Okay. You're smarter than I thought. Now he's trying to pull it up in the vertical, but Hampton don't do vertical. He has got a single front gun, but I'm not worried about it. I'm sorry, mate. I don't think that Hampton's pulling out of that. Nah. Ace in the day. Well, let's go after that Sunderland, which I really don't want to go after a Sunderland, but I've got no choice. Oh, I don't want to go near a Sunderland. Ah, yes, I said to him in chat. I've got the ace. He can have it. He can have it, as far as I'm concerned. He's like, oh man, I want some kills. I mean, I don't blame him, because I've had to shoot down a crap ton of birds today. However, our tickets aren't looking too good, so I hope he can nail the Sunderland. Let's go back to go, no. What the hell was that? It's probably one of the bots that got... Yeah, it's one of the bots that got blown out of the sky. Thought it was. I'll guide him. I'll guide him. Oh, he wants me to have it. Good man. Good man. It's if I could kill a Sunderland with his pew-pews. Which I don't think I can. Japanese pew-pews ain't that good. I might have to be most honourable. Where's the big fucker? There he is. There's the big bastard. Going in for a gun pass and we got the pilot. That's what I aim for. It was close to losing, so I'm glad we got that. 6 kills. That makes for a decent Talisman Series flight. 6 kills and the Ki-61-Ko. Gotta love that. First place on the team. Not a bad result at all. Obviously, I'm researching a jet, so the payout is not going to be, well, the payout for RP is not going to be amazing, but even so, just under 11k towards mods, but obviously my bird's already spaded, and just over 2k towards the F-104J. Not a bad result at all, I don't think. Definitely a good aircraft to fly. I've always loved the Ki-61. And well, next one up is the D4Y2, and as you probably saw, I've put the rockets on. We're going to try and see if we can yeet something with these. I doubt it, but you never know. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the Ki-61-Ko, and well, I'll catch you all on the next one.